Hello, hello. It's Monday and there's another show and tell. You'll hear my Cody Bird. This is Cody, and he's going to join us today. And hopefully this is going to work. We've had Augie, but now today we're going to have Cody. So anyway, I might have to stop in the middle if something goes wrong, but we'll be back. Always. Okay, so we're going to go live and it's a big show and tell today. All right, let's go ahead and see. We're going to go and just pause this for a second and I'll be right back. I think we are live. I'm pretty sure. And I will probably hear myself in a second, just looking for it. Let's see where it is. And there it is. And all is good. All right. So I think we're good. Yep, we are good. We are good. We're all good. Okay. So what we're going to go ahead and do is it's all about the new catalog and some card ideas with these new bundles that I'm going to show you. All right, we just had a swap at our team meeting, and I'll be able to even show you our team project. So that will be real nice. So let's go ahead and I'm going to remove myself, and it's about 3 o'clock on Monday as usual. So that is good. So anyway, let's look at this a little bit and let's see what we have here. Okay, the first ones I believe I was going to show you and show you the card styles and explain what they are. I'm going to take that away and put that right here. And we're going to start with the potted geraniums. I'm going to go ahead and put that here just so we can go ahead and get ourselves together. This is the potted geraniums bundle. And on page 58, if I am correct, yes. And then we have what was used was the brick and mortar embossing folder and the timber embossing folder found on page 176 and 177. And here you can see how nice that is, that beautiful bundle with the geraniums. All right, and how she did that so nicely. Everything is die cut and stamped and just lovely. And then on the inside, the little embellishment from that bundle. Again, it's a great view of the bundle, being very inclusive about the stamps and what is in that bundle. These two are extra. They are not part of that bundle. The die cut and the stamping set is. All right, so that was lovely. And that was Shelley Westcott who made that one. So now we have our next one, which was done by Lisa Malone. And she used the True Beauty bundle. And we also have the True Beauty bundle with Cindy Terry Baker, I believe. I just lost her name, but she's part of my team. So we did a team swap again, which was really nice. And this one has a great surprise inside. Here you go. Isn't that fun? You get to see some of that designer paper. You get to see some of the different flowers that are in that bundle and how the leaves work. Here are two of the stamps that are in that bundle. Then here is another stamp here. These are stamped on here very nicely. Some other designer paper from that bundle. All right. And so you can see that. Okay. And then another flower and another stem. What I really like about this again is, oh, and the little pearl there, that's very nice, the new pearls that are in the catalog. So it's very nice, a lovely, lovely card, and really fun to make. And I know that I'll be making this kind of card soon for sure, and explaining how to do these. Very fun. So Cindy Terry Baker is the name. I don't know why I sometimes lose that name, but I do. But that is similar to this VWZ something card, is very similar to this one. There is a difference. I have shown you how to make this card, and I made it for you a couple of weeks ago. And so it does have 1, 2, 3, 4 folds, and then the larger part of the card, and it works real well. And it's a full card with extra pieces. Now, this is great if you are a demonstrator and you like to have classes. This is very similar, and you could do the inside the same if you like, where you have the designer paper and then the card stock, the white card stock, and then some darker cardstock and cardstock on top. I mean, you can embellish this piece just like this. All right, if you want to, you can do more, you can do less. But what's really cool is you don't use as much paper, because you still do the same. This is exactly the same size card. Okay, this is exactly the same size card. The difference is, okay, that she went ahead and cut this 1 1/4 inch down. So basically from that second, the two middle folds, so not the first one. So after the first score line, you're going to go down 1 1 1/4 inch, and you're going to go up 1 1/4 inch, and then you're going to cut across again till that last fold. Okay, so like that. And when you do those 2 cuts, you're going to then fold this back and this forward, and you've got the same kind of card. The difference is with this card is that this is smaller. Okay, this one is smaller than this one. This is larger. And so the image would be a little smaller. That is all. This overall image ends up to be 2 3/4 by basically 2 3/4, while this one ends up to be a 3 by 3. All right, so that's pretty much a 1/4 inch difference. That's pretty much it. But great for a class, I think. Wouldn't that be a great card for a class? This one's a little more extensive. I mean, if you're having a big specialty class, this one is great, but does use more paper than this one does. So I thought that was great. And that is from that potted bundle. The next one, a true beauty, the next one is the Lighthouse Point bundle on page 1. I have all this down and then I can't read it. 108, I believe it's 108 or 168, Lighthouse Point bundle, and it's 108, I believe, and Sailboat Builder Punch. Here you have this great lighthouse again, and we've had lighthouses in the past, and this is the new lighthouse set. We just had one that just went away, so this is the new one, and it has this great builder punch, and that is that sailboat builder punch, which is really nice. This is a really fun card. The DSP is here. Here's your DSP, and it just stands like this, and it's a great card for a class. It does use 4 1/4 inch of your designer paper, so that is true, but it's a great card, and I know that I will be showing you how to make one of these very soon as well. All right. Then He's the Man is here on page 78. we did see one of those last month, and we're seeing again one, but this one is very special. I am going to be learning how to make this. And then this ends up like this so that you can see that. And that's how that looks like that. And I am going to be making one of these. And again, this is on page 67. And then there's your inside. This was done with a very vanilla. This is really cute because it's the computer stamp set. I'm thinking, error 404, age not found, happy birthday, I'm not a robot. Very cute card. It's a great card and a very nice specialty card, which I look forward to making and showing you as well. All right, and then finally, we have the Nature Prints bundle, which I did show you. This that comes with the Sun Prints Designer Series paper, which I've shown you in the past. And you have not seen the Paradise Palms, the Paradise Palms embossing folder, which is right here. And I'll be showing you some more of that. The really nice thing with that is these palms really work well with the bundle from the Paradise Palms. And so that set, I think, will work really well together besides the Sun Prints set and suite. This is going to work real well with that embossing folder as well. So you know I like to give you ideas and show how the different sets connect, and that's how that connects. All right, so those were from our swap, and I wanted to show you all those from the catalog. Take a peek at the catalog. Those are just some cute ideas from that catalog. Also at our team meeting, we do have once a month these team meetings carried on by Bethany Barnard, and we always do a make and take, and this was our make and take. And this is a very great little box card to make, and I am looking forward to making this in my June 26th class. Here's one from this set, which is the Crane of Fortune and bundle, I believe it's called. Crane of Fortune bundle. And the paper, Symbols of Fortune. This is one of the items that is going on sale. All right, these are definitely a set that is going on sale, and really starting June 1st. So this is something you might want to get. I've shown you already one card that I made that was that WV card that I made from that. And here it is. And I just love this. Card. And I love this paper. And there you go. There it is. There's another example of this card. And then here, this designer paper as well is going away. And again, here is another card with that, with the ladybug. And this is a great stamp set with the ladybug punch and the Hello Ladybug stamp set. This is great. And then this paper is going to go on sale. I am going to show you the sale items today real quick. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and make a card, my swap, and I will show you the style of card from my swap. And this is going to be coming in the July 1st catalog. It's a beautiful paper, and it's a beautiful stamp set and suite. And it is right here. I'm going to show you that. And that one's right here. You know, I love doing show and tells. I love giving you as much as possible. So the suite comes with this ribbon, Splendid Thoughts. I think it's called Inspiring Thoughts. And then it comes with these lovely little gems that are these guys, which are substantial, very substantial, and will be very nice on cards. All right. I really like those. And this is the gems. This is the stamp set, and it comes with these wonderful, wonderful dies, okay, which allowed me to make that card. All right. And then the paper is absolutely splendid. The paper is called the Splendid Day paper. Ribbon is totally transparent, translucent, and is gorgeous. It is a mint green, but it can go with the parakeet party really easily. And I'm going to show you this paper. I did already cut, couldn't resist with that new set. So I'm going to put that there. And our Cody's doing well. And so here are the fronts of these. I'm going to do it this way because you'll see them. You'll see one sheet of each. So there's one. There's two. This is the mint or the seafoam. This is seafoam in white. This is, I believe this is the, yeah, I believe this is seafoam as well. It's hard to see the exact color, but it's beautiful. It's coming in July. This is the fresh freesia. I believe that's a seafoam. This might not be seafoam. It's hard to tell. But this is the mint. This is the, yes, this is the mint macaron, I believe. This is the pale papaya. And then the other sides. And I can read off those colors actually. It's soft seafoam, Sahara sand, that's what that was. Pool party, petal pink, fresh freesia, copper, and calypso coral. Those are the colors. Sorry about that. I was off completely. There's the Sahara sand. And that's what that is. That's Sahara sand. All right. And that's the calypso coral. I know it's hard to see. And that is the soft seafoam. That's what it is. Or the pool party. This is the pool party. This is that pool party. That's the calypso coral. And there is that Sahara sand. I believe I got those right. So there you go. But whatever, it's gorgeous. Whatever it is, it's gorgeous. Very pretty. It's a beautiful set, beautiful suite. I think in the new July mini catalog, and mini catalogs, just a little extra addition for the holidays and things like that. But this one is, I think, the best set in the new mini catalog that's coming out. I really, really do. I think it's gorgeous. And I enjoyed making the fresh freesia cards. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and show you how to build that type of card that I showed you. What I am going to use is I did buy the Tea Boutique Suite and Cup of Tea stamp sets with the teacup dies. The designer paper was called Tea Boutique, all right, which I've shown you before. And let's see, is there anything else with that? I don't think so. I think I got that mostly. So we are using those elements to make this card. All right, so here again, you have seen the dies and you've seen the stamp set. And now that they have this in their cases, what I do is I simply take the insert that they gave us that had the tape on it, and I tape it to a little piece of cardboard that's cut, and then I can easily go ahead and put that on there without sticking and without hurting my dies because of the metal here. So I'm really happy with that situation. That's how I'm dealing with that new change. Okay, so the first thing is to build this card. And to do that, you need to go in. So this is a standard card, okay? This is a standard card. And what you're going to do is from the right-hand side, you're going to go in 2 3/8. From the left-hand side at the bottom, you're going to go into 2 3/8. From the bottom, you're going to go up 1 3/4. From the top, you're going to go down 1 3/4. So those measurements are 2 3/8 inch from the top and the bottom, 1 3/4 up. Okay, from the and down from the sides. All right, so you want to see that. You want to make sure you get that information. Okay, so and I would make myself a template. And so once I've made myself a template, I can make many of these style cards. And all I have to do now is simply bring this together, mark it, and mark it. Okay, and I'm going to cut this off and I'm going to cut this off. Once that is done, I take typically a straight sheet of a piece of cardstock, which is a 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to take it right up to the edge here. And I'm going to now mark it, okay, with a pencil. All right. And I'm going to make my markings here and here. And then I'm going to take it down to here. And that means you don't have to worry about the measurements at all. And I'm going to mark it here and here, making sure that I get that well done so that I can see that. All right. So that will be easy to determine. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this off and I'm going to cut this off using the machine. All right. So let's go ahead and let me show you how to cut this part off. All right. Because this is the trickier one. And so when you go ahead and do this, all right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure that my points are in my groove. All right. I put the 2 points in the groove, as you can see, and I'm just going to cut through. Okay. Now, the first thing I do for this one, it's a little trickier. I make sure that my my fold for my standard card, again, which is a 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I make sure that my score line is in that groove a little bit to the right, doesn't hurt. Okay, or actually I meant to the left. When you put this in a little bit to the left, because you don't want to really get that score line there. A little bit to the left, not much, just a teeny bit, still in the groove, but just a little bit to the left, just at that edge. And what I have to do now is when I do this, and I have to make sure, so I'm going to bring that down just a little bit so I can see it better. There's that. There's that. So my little birdie's doing okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut up. All right, so I'm going to cut up until I think I'm there. I don't want to go too far. Further. I don't want to go too far, so I go slow because I can always use my scissors to cut it at the end. Now what I have to do is I have to get this in there as well. And what you're going to do here is you're going to use the viewing screen here, that viewing section, and you're going to put it in, and you're going to make sure that you see it in that groove. So you do have to stand up, make sure that it's in that groove. All right. Make sure that that pencil mark, that's why I mark it pretty strongly, is right in there, because that will be, and then here, you should be able to feel it. Remember, this is a good marking here to say where you are. So I am at the end. So right here. And so what I would do now is I simply take my scissors and I cut. It doesn't matter that I don't go to the end, because to me, what's more important is that I not cut too far. And so what you're going to do is make sure that you get that and get that. And then you go ahead and pull that out, and you've got your piece, right? Now, the other piece, as I showed you, is pretty simple. And what you're going to do here then, again, you're going to put that in that groove. And I go a little bit, well, no, you can go right in the groove. It should be good. I put that marking in the groove and that marking in the groove. Make sure that you're equal there. And then I cut that. That's the piece that I measured. And I showed you how I measured that. And then that again, and that again. And then I'm going to make sure that's in the groove. That looks like it's in the groove. And then I'm going to cut. And once I've cut that, okay, it's only going to fit a certain way. Yes? And there you go. And there you go. And that's all there is to it. All right. I've tried to measure this. I've tried to do it different ways. This truly is the best way and the only way to go with this. All right. So let's look at what I did. So here is how to build the card. Okay. There is one other piece that I will be showing you momentarily on how to do, which was part of my design. And I will show you that. But here are all the pieces. I'm just going to make the card fairly quickly for you. I'm going to take those, put that there. So I used my die set and stamp set. And that was so fun. I love this teacup set. It's so easy and fun. And so I would go ahead and I pre-cut this already. This is going to be my inside of my card. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that. Of course, I have used the Tahitian Tide as my, I'm using Tahitian Tide as my card base. And again, as I said before, it's a very standard card. And then you cut 2 3/8, which is simply an 1/8 less than 2 1/2, right? And that's the top and bottom. And then there you go. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece that is 2 1/2 by 1 3/4, a rectangle that is 1 3/4 wide by 2 1/2 long. Okay. And what you're going to do in your scoreboard is you're going to cut this in half because it's part of the design. You're going to cut that in half. Now, if you cut it, let me turn my board around so that I am oriented correctly. If you cut it from the right corner, top corner to the left corner, then this is what you're going to have facing you. If, on the other hand, you want to go ahead and have the other side, then from the right corner to the bottom left, top right to the bottom left is what you're going to score. And then what you would see then is this side. All right, and I'll show you that when I'm building it, that there are definitely, you need to cut the side facing you that you want on your corners. I did decide that I wanted these corners. So when I cut this, I cut that again from the right corner through the left. Okay, from the right corner through the left. Here they are. And so now these are the ones that fit. Those won't fit correctly. Okay, so you do have to cut them correctly. And I'm just going to put some glue on here. And I'm going to do these corners real quick. Just like that. And the way I do my corners is I just put it up against the white. That's all I'm doing. And I'm putting it up against the white. And it is a very nice effect, I think, because now it mimics, it of course mimics your shape of your card. Yes, so I enjoyed that. Now, the next thing that I did is once I cut that piece, as you saw, okay, I went ahead and embossed it. And what I do is I did use that embossing folder that I showed you, the new one. And when I do those embossings, what I wanted to show you, let's see if I can find out where I put that embossing folder real quick. Maybe I'll be lucky. I am lucky. It's right here. So what I do is, if you want, I like the de-embossed side up. Again, this is very positional oriented. So this is going to now be my top. If I wanted this side, which is the embossed side, it won't work. So it only goes in one way. And so to get that coloring, which I really do love, what I go ahead and do is I take the side that I want to have the color on, whether it's the embossed side or the de-embossed side. I take my ink pad literally and I go ahead and do this. This is the side I want, the de-embossed side. That means the bottom, not the side that says Stampin' Up, the other side. I then have to make sure that I turn this around and put it in here like this, okay, to emboss it. So understand that depending on what side. Now, at times, because I don't remember or I want to do it quick, I might put ink on both sides and then decide which side I prefer. All right, but that does waste a lot of ink. So if you want the de-embossed side, all right, then you would make sure that you would go ahead and put the ink on the side that does not have the Stampin' Up label, and turn that front face of what you're going to want and lay it down, and then go ahead and put it through the machine. Okay. Then I do like with the T, the shabby chic concept. And so what I decided to do is my favorite, which is I went ahead and just took my scissors and did all four sides, roughed them up, which I do like, and so now that is ready to glue down as well. Oopa. Now, also, if you do have a template of the card itself, you of course can do one, and then you could have a template for your other pieces. And that works real well. That worked pretty well for me. Although the easiest is to do one by one and each card do the white piece, because sometimes it just doesn't quite come out the way you expect. All right, so you do have to be a little careful with this set. All right, with this card, it is a little picky. The top is a little picky. So are you seeing that card come together? Okay, so then what I did is I used the wonderful, I think I was going to do it this way. I'm going to do this one. Then this, I got my little tea bag, which I'm going to show you how I did that, like that. And then this one like that on the top. So that's the way I'm going to do that. And so I'm going to bring that down as far as a little bit further down. I'm going to take my glue, and I could go ahead and do my usual dabbing with ink, which I might do because you know how I like to do this. I usually use a plastic container. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to use the plastic container to put this in. Oh, here it is. Here's a big one. And I can go ahead. Now I can do this on my silicone mat, as you know. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Put some more glue in here. So I'm just going to put some glue in here, here, and here. Use my little dauber, which I do like. Put that glue down. This works for me the best. And I thought I went this way. Bring that down. And then this one is going to go also down. Put that down, get my ink. And I did that using the paper. I did use the paper. I think what I wanted like that and like that, I guess. Yeah, that looks good. No, I think I'll do that. Do it like that. Okay. So now, and then this one's going to go on top. What I do, how I do this, the little tea bag is I did put enjoy. I did stamp enjoy on there, and I did use their tag die to cut that out and got the whole enjoy. And then what I do is I double up the twine, and I am using the In Color 5-pack, one of the 5-pack twines here, which is really great. They have them in each color. And I actually put the dimensionals on, and I put the dimensionals on that. So then at the end, I can decide exactly how I want that tea bag to sit and where I want it to sit. So here, what I'm going to do, I probably can put one more in there, and I think I will right at this corner, just to give it some, since it's out of designer paper, you want it to stand up well. So I don't want it to get crushed. So now that's going to come off. That's going to be fine. And then I'm going to put that like that. I decided I wanted those kind of on top. Kind of on top like that. That looks fine. And then this one, what I do now, I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to set it exactly how I want it. And so with that, I'm going to set the enjoy just like that. And there you go. There's your cute little card. It's all set, all ready to go, and all complete. So this is the card that I wanted to show you. And again, you could have done it this way as well, right? That would have been just fine. And note that because of the way I cut it, it's just not going to work, okay? It's just not going to work. So be careful when you cut this correctly so that it works for you, all right? So, oh yes, I'm not done. I forgot. I have these little things here that I wanted to put on there because I thought as little embellishments, wouldn't these be fun? A lot of times with these kind of little pieces, instead of the sequins or the glitter or something like that, I will simply stamp out those and die cut out those small little pieces and use those. I got a little too much glue on there, so I'm just going to take it off with the, I'm going to put one there. And I'm going to put one here. I might just do this. Let's see if I can get a dot on there without getting too much glue. Anytime I get a new, and then there's that one. Oh, there's Cody. And there's that one, and you can put that, let's see, where do I want that? I can have that here, like that. There were 5. Oh yes, I see the 5. Good. And then that will stay down. So 1, 2, 3. Put that right there. That right there, if I can get it. If I can get it, I should be using my pick tool. That would be the smart thing to do. Like that. Well, if you use your pick tool, it might be easier. But, and then finally one more glue piece. And then that right up. I don't know, where do I put that? I like it up here. Right up there. There you go. And there you go. There's your card. There it is. Isn't that the sweetest? How fun is that? All right. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back and see me next week for more cards and more ideas. So I did want to share with you this swap and from the annual catalog, these cards next week, next Monday for sure. If I don't do it later on this week, for sure, I'm going to show you what's on sale. And I might do it later this Thursday or Friday morning sometime. But for sure by Monday, my Monday 3 o'clock, I will have the sales catalog and show you all the sales items in the mini. Excuse me. And I will make a card. All right. Bye now. Have a great day. Thank you.